All right, we're live. Oh god, we're freaking live. Wait, so hop on the live on your phone and see if the audio is good really quick. Oh, that's so tough, man. That's so tough. Can y'all hear? It's like y'all can actually hear me. Like it's good. Is it?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's like weird. So we have to call.
Hello. Low-key, I might have one of y'all like low-key go to the bathroom or like at a different spot where like I'm not near, so then y'all can see if it works. How's the audio? Is the audio good? Does it sound clear?
No.
No?
Sounds like really. Look, coming
right.
now. You can hear it clearly, but it's just the mic quality. Yeah, like you close your. Wait, is the mic? It's on the camera. Oh. Also, yeah, like talk like BTB kicks. Like, does it sound weird right here or not? BTB kicks, yeah. Today we're cleaning these shoes right here.
That doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound bad to me.
The echo was like, do you see anything?
It's the echo. The echo is from like y'all's like it's like y'all's phones like.
Oh, cause we're right here, so
yeah.
Now it would be like.
I think so.
And then yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's hard, bro. That's hard.
Alright.
Good little angle too. I think the only thing I need is maybe just some like does it look bright enough on camera to y'all?
Nah, you do need more. To me, yeah, you need to be a little bit brighter too.
That helped a little bit.
Your max quality 720?
It says 720? Really? Oh, yeah. It should be in 4K.
Advanced. We're advanced max.
What the? Oh, let me see. But that mode should be in 4K.
See if you can do that, Dago. Yeah, it's the same for him, 720. I don't think that far the quality is bad. I don't think it's not the light for real.
But on like, does it look like bad on the stream? Like on your phone, it looks good. Yeah, like that low-key looks clear. Like I'll move some stuff really quick so you can see.
I would say compared.
So it's like slightly.
It looks better when you keep it in. I guess when you're moving it.
Yeah, because it has the. No, that's clear, bro.
When like that looks fire. That looks good. Like, what about when you're cleaning though?
When I'm cleaning, we'll see. Let me put it on the TV as well.
That looks deep. It drops like frames, like pixels. I don't know what it's called.
It's probably just focusing on something different because I have it on like autofocus, or intelligent focus on the camera. Because potentially, I'm just following what the YouTuber guy said, like settings wise for streaming. Because he said, like apparently it was decent. Let me read this.
I feel like it drops like frames or like pixels. I don't know what it's called.
It's probably just focusing on something different. Because I have it on like autofocus. Let's put this on the front too.
You need more, huh? You need more like right here. We don't have a lot. If you have these would have been good for him. So he needs like a top down type light. He needs one higher.
Anybody in chat or anything want to
I feel like you're missing like a little bit of light. Right there, I have my hand.
At least for now, this is just like attached there. I might as well still like film it technically because it's like essentially live stream, but it's already recording. Then I can just chop it up, or I'll have friends chop it. It's like. Alright. They don't know.
This is great. Or you just hold on. You don't see how this sounds? Oh yeah. That's mad loud. Steamer's mad loud. Nasty loud. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, no steamer, I'm not gonna lie.
It might be the feedback though. Like,
Maybe. I guess we gotta move these two markers for tomorrow. What about the two?
so we'll see. Does anybody have like headphones so they can see? Like,
I mean, I'm using my head.
oh. Where's the freaking? Oh yeah, wow, I gotta add on my own thing. Crazy work. I'll let that play out.
It's not that.
Try to steam again. I mean, that's how it
It's not
sounds
bad,
like.
but like, maybe when you're talking, we could just stop.
Yeah.
If you're talking, just stop for a little bit. It's not crazy.
Okay.
It's manageable, sure.
Type B. Okay, so it says I have 2 viewers.
Do you think you're able to change that mic to move to your face instead of like down towards that way?
I can't. It's like directional, so it's like down. So like I'll talk like into it, but like I can't move this without moving the angle of the
You
camera.
really get the difference when you're like right here and you get closer. It sounds way more like crisp.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Alright, yo. So just to get things started off, this is my first stream. Hopefully, I mean, you all see this later on. I guess when I post this up just for regular people to see. But this is my first attempt at a stream. So what I'm going to be doing is cleaning 4 different types of suede. We're going to start with the reverse flu games that a customer of mine brought in. Then we're going to move on to off-white 4s. And then we have a pair of Timberlands. That's what's popping right now for me. And then we also have a pair of Uggs with like a special kind of bottom. So this is what we're going to clean up. We're going to start with the reverse flu games just because that's what's due most immediate. All 3 of these are technically, or all 4 of these are technically due tomorrow. So I just got to knock them all out. But hopefully you all enjoy, and I'll just be giving my tips along the way. And then if you happen to miss the stream, I'm going to chop these videos up into individual videos. And then basically, yeah, you all will get to see them later on, I guess, if you want to tune into that. But without further ado, like, comment, and subscribe. I also am trying to hit a goal of 10,000 subscribers. So whatever y'all can do to make that happen, I will greatly appreciate. But let's dive into these cleans. So first things first, we're only going to be cleaning the right shoes on camera. We'll do the other stuff off camera. And all the supplies that I'm using will be in the description down below for you all to grab. I'm going to put a shoe tree into the shoes. That's the first thing. Let me see what size these are actually. Where's the size tag? Oh, wow. Size tag is missing. That's actually interesting. If I had to guess, I think these might be like a 11. Yeah. When we take out the laces, move this up a little bit. Boom. All right, so we're taking out the laces. Hi, Shoe Renew. Thanks for tuning in. Also, if any customers come in, I'll have to go take care of that. But yeah, so what we're doing right now is taking the laces out of these. I will need my suede eraser momentarily. Let's see, take that off. Let's see, do I got it? Okay, so I have my medium bristle brush that I'm going to use basically to brush all the suede, because this is what you always want to do when you're dealing with the suede shoe. You want to brush out everything, and I'll kind of bring it closer so you all can see. Let me see. Yep. You want to brush everything out in one direction to get all the dust and minor dirt on the uppers off first before diving in. And then after that, we go in with the suede eraser. Yeah, we're going with the suede eraser and then erase everything. So let's start that out. If y'all have any questions, feel free to drop them down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Whole time though, I should go live on TikTok too. Because I'll just do that on my phone and then have this just like chilling. But no, I'm chilling for now. Okay, so now we brush it all out. I mean, it's really nothing on these like that anyway. So yeah, but now we're gonna move in and start erasing. And like some of this darkness is coming off, but my guess with these is that not a lot of this will come all the way out, just because it seems like it's like dyed, or maybe the guy had on jeans when he was wearing these and it might have stained on the tongue and some other parts, but I'll try my best to get it out. Let me know down below if you all have a pair of Jordan 12s in your collection that you really like, or your favorite Jordan 12 colorway. Give me 1 second, you all. After I erase this, I actually have to put on my story that I'm live on YouTube so people can come over from Instagram. Bear with me. And we brush it basically out again with a medium bristle brush that's dry. And basically they're like clean for now. Now we have to move into the actual like cleaning the shoes portion. Oh, thank you. Oh, bro, it's Justin. Oh my God. Preach, Justin, preach. It's my first time trying out this this live. Give me 1 second. I'm about to post on my story that I'm live. Appreciate you all's patience. Live on YouTube. Cleaning 4 different types of suede shoes. Give me 1 second, y'all. Do me a favor, thumbs up the video if you're enjoying the video. Obviously, I'm not doing anything right this moment. I'm just posting this up on Instagram so more people can join. But I will be back to cleaning in a couple of seconds. All right. Let me grab the link. Boom. View channel. I'm live right now. Share. Copy link. All right. Now we're gonna put that link. Boom. See preview. Making sure everything's good to go. Yep. This is good. Watch the live now. Watch the live here. With these emojis. All right, we're just about done. Bang, bang. About to post that up. Cool, we're good to go, y'all. We're gonna continue on with this clean. Making sure that's posted. All right, so basically what we're doing now is since we did the dry clean, now we're gonna move on and get the debris out of the bottoms before we actually begin on cleaning the uppers and all that. But as you all can see, there's like different gum and rocks and different things in the bottoms of these. So we're gonna get all that out by using the handy dandy trusty cuticle pusher. It's basically like what they use in nail shops and whatnot. But we're gonna use that on the bottoms. Hopefully you all can see this. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay. Just gonna get it all out. Yeah. This is good. All right. I mean, there really wasn't like too much in the bottoms for real on these. So, yeah, I guess we'll move on. All right. Now what we're gonna do is, where's my drill? Let me grab my drill. All right, so I have my drill attachment, or my drill and battery pack. Put that on. I'm about to use the stiff bristle brush attachment. I probably need a new one. How can you get the inside of the Air Force One back to white? It just requires cleaning, bro. I mean, if you have a cleaning kit at home, you can use that to scrub it. But I mean, in the shop, since we have like all the tools, we just use something like this or just a brush to clean like the inside sock liner, kind of like take it, boom, boom, like, yeah, like stuff like that. And then a towel to dry it all off. But that's pretty much what we would do. But what I'm about to get into now is cleaning the bottoms, which is always the first step when cleaning shoes. You want to clean the bottoms because you don't want any of that to drip onto the uppers when you're cleaning them, and basically have to clean the shoe twice. So let me get some towels. For suede shoes, I always lay a towel down so it doesn't like soak the suede, because that's the last thing you want it to do, because oversaturating the suede can lead to water stains and or color loss. So with that, I have a towel just laid down right here to soak up any water. And in this video, we're going to be using, well, actually, you can use any cleaning solution that you like. I don't have a favorite right now. But yeah, any cleaning solution pretty much works But now that that's in the water, we're basically gonna get to cleaning. Let me zoom this back out so you all can see. There you go. And I'm gonna dip my stiff bristle brush into the solution, rev it up a little bit, and we're gonna get to cleaning. And then I'm moving on from that to an attachment that I'm going to put onto my steamer. It's another scrub brush. It's basically going to hit the bottoms again, but get even deeper using steam and heat to melt off any hidden dirt or grime that's still in the shoes. You push this up a little bit. Boom. Let's see if there's a better angle I can give you all. Zoom out a little bit more. Might be decent. Move that up. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna steam everything off. Make sure there's nothing left over. It's like a little bit of gunk in one spot. I'm using a wire brush to kind of grab it while it's hot. All right, now we're just gonna dry everything off on the bottoms. And as you all can see, like the toe pretty much stayed relatively dry compared to the actual towel underneath it. Like this is dang near soaked all the way through. But instead of the shoe being soaked, it's just maybe slightly wet, which is better than, anything. So we're just gonna wipe that down. And as you all can see, the bottoms, like they weren't bad to begin with, but they look a lot better already. But now we're gonna move on to the uppers, which is probably the easiest portion of this clean. I will say when you're cleaning suede, you don't want to use a lot of water for those regions that I stated before. Obviously, you don't want any color loss or anything like that. So what I will say, you want to use a soft bristle brush, dip that in the solution, let it like run off, shake it out as much as possible, literally to where there's like barely any water coming off, and then you want to scrub the uppers. So like notice how it like kind of barely got wet. Like you want to kind of keep it on that vibe. You want just enough that'll like clean it, but like not enough to where it's like taking some of the color out, if that makes sense. Let's see right here. Shake all that out of the brush. Just continue doing that all around the shoe. And then when cleaning suede, you also do not want to spot clean it, because that's really how you get watermarks to show up. Because if you wet one area of the suede and it dries, then it might look like off, and that's how water stains kind of form. But that's why most times when you clean suede, you just have to clean everything so it looks all even. But right now I'm patting everything down on the suede just to make sure it's like dry and whatnot. I'm just gonna steam out some of the areas where there's still some suds. Let me see if I can angle this camera a little bit. Give me 1 second, you all. That might be better. Yeah, it's a little better. All right. Yeah. Bring it back a little bit and bring it forward. Gotcha. Okay, I'm just trying to configure everything. Sorry about that. Okay, so now the shoe has been cleaned, we just have to clean the inside, which is what I'm gonna go back to using this tool. Put that on to clean the inside. Let that run. Shake that off a little bit. Now we just go in. Oops. Is it possible to unyellow a bit of the Jordan 4 off-white? I usually say no, if I'm being honest. Just because it's like, it's already like a cream colored sole, so it's kind of like if it turns even more cream, it's really like a wrap. I can't lie to you. It's kind of the same reasoning behind Jubilees, like Jubilee Jordan 11s, 72 and 10 Jordan 11s. Any type of Jordan with a cream bottom, or I mean, like it starts off as like a milky white or like an off-white bottom, it turns even more yellow, and it's like you really can't bring it back once it turns. So I'd say no, unfortunately. But that's a good question though. You probably saw the live when I started, but I do have a pair of off-white 4s that I'm about to clean next. So yeah. Or no, maybe that might be the thumbnail. Anyway. But yeah, now that I've cleaned the insides and out, I'm gonna put these to dry, and then we'll swing back to these after we clean some of the other pairs, so I can show you all the second process. The plastic wings. I noticed as you were brushing, you would kind of go at intervals of the suds showing up while brushing and stop as soon as you would see it dissolve. Is that standard for most shoes, or is it for just suede? Usually just for suede, just because that lets me know like how much solution is left on the brush. And I usually don't like to just rub water, just like plain water on the thing, like because I'm still obviously trying to clean the shoe. So yeah, it just depends. But like usually for suede shoes, I am more methodical, and I take my time and go section by section. And that's why the suede shoes are a bit more tedious. I won't say they're more complicated. They're definitely more tedious, but it just takes time to do it right. But let me go put these underneath the light and the fan to get these dry, and I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Plastic wings, even more so no, because it's like the plastic on Jordan 4s. Like even if it was, let's say it was a pair of, I'm trying to think of a pair of Jordan 4s that has white wings. Maybe, I can tell you, when the Oreos or the, Yeah, I think the white Oreo 4s, they have white wings. Those don't do anything just because it's a different type of material. It's rubber versus, or not rubber, it's plastic versus rubber. But yeah, here we go. We have the off-whites now. We're gonna clean these up. It's a little bit different. Set these laces to the side. It's like similar rules, but still different. I'm gonna get a shoe treat for these. All right, these. Boom, boom, boom. Now I will say this is probably, well, this is definitely not a beginner shoe. So if you were ever to do these, take your sweet time with these and be very careful if you have no experience cleaning off-white 4s. This is a very unforgiving shoe. If you mess up at all, it is a wrap. But luckily I had practice with my own pair. One second. Goodness, almost split. Can you give a shout out to my brother? All right, so we're gonna start by unlacing the shoes. Oops. Like I said before, this shoe is very unforgiving. So if you mess these up, it is a wrap. But I will show you all how to safely clean these. It's kind of the same process as the previous shoe that I showed you all, the reverse flu games. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't know why he made these so fragile with these the lettering on these laces. Okay, so put these laces to the side. All right, so just looking at the shoe, there's a lot that needs to be done. Yeah, there is a lot that needs to be done. Okay, so just like with the other shoe, we're gonna start with a dry, medium bristle dry brush to get everything, any dirt, dust, debris off of the actual shoe. Right now, I'm just kind of getting some of the red suede fibers off of this brush before I use it on the cream because I don't want any cross-contamination. All right, now that that's taken care of, we're just gonna start brushing everything out. These are quite rough, I will say. All right, everything is brushed out. Now it's time to go back in and start erasing. Here we go. That right there. I'm gonna probably zoom in so you all can see this a little bit better. Boom. All right. All right, there we go. We're basically erasing all the spots that have any noticeable marking. And I actually did a full-length video on how to clean these on my page already, if you all want to check that out. I think that pair might have been dirtier than these, potentially, but it's been a while, so I don't remember. But we're going to move on to the sides. Let me see. Still erasing, just making sure to hit behind the flaps and things. Sorry if that's off camera. Just the angle I'm holding the shoe. All right. And I think we are just about good. I don't really see any other spots that need much more erasing. I think the majority of this will just be a light clean. So we're gonna take the medium bristle brush once again, zoom that back out, and we're just gonna brush off all the debris that we put on there by erasing. All right. On the tab. All right, and we're good to go. Let's start cleaning. So with this shoe, we're gonna do the same thing. Lay out a dry towel. This one's a little damp, so I'm gonna get some replacement towels to put down. All right, so I have a few towels. Like I said before, this is very important to have towels so that when you actually clean the bottoms, because we're going to clean the bottoms first, that basically it doesn't oversaturate this toe area. I will say, if it oversaturates this toe area, it will be bad because it's thin and it's kind of like, it's just a mesh. So it'll soak through and start to come up here. And that's something you definitely want to avoid because this shoe is super, 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 super delicate when it comes to getting water on it. So we're going to use as light as water as possible when we actually clean the uppers. But to keep these shoes from being oversaturated, we have the towels. I have 2 layers of towels to protect them. And then if the top layer starts to get wet, I'll flip it, boom, new layer basically, and I'll do what I have to do to protect them. But diving right in, does the eraser, oh, I'm just now seeing this message, my bad. Does the eraser help more so with marks, or does it get rid of a particular issue on the suede itself? It's more so just like getting rid of initial dirt. Let's say if it was a different pair of shoes and like somebody stepped on my shoe or something, if I suede erase it, it might even clean the entire thing. But this shoe requires me to use solution on it just because it's more dirty than a little bit. And the only way that I'm going to get this dirt off is if I actually use cleaning solution and water. So this is one of those unavoidable kind of moments. Let me see how I can position this shoe for you all to see. This over here. All right, hopefully you all can see that. But I'm about to start going crazy on these. I gotta push it up more. Okay. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm actually gonna use the cuticle pusher once again to get out any dirt and debris out of the bottoms. And you're probably wondering why I have the shoe on the towel already. It's just because I was cleaning the other pair on the actual mat, so the mat is like slightly damp, and I don't want it to affect the shoes. So getting all that stuff out. Yeah, it looks like we're good to go. So what I'll do first, actually, this time is I'm going to steam some of that dirt down because the bottoms, I'll show you all just out the gate. If that lines up good, I'll hold it like this. That looks a little better. The dirt is kind of like in there. Like it's not like it's fresh dirt. Like this dirt has been sitting there for a while. So it's going to be a little tough to get that stuff out. So I'm going to have to melt it down a little bit, loosen it up, and then I can go back in with my drills and all that. But first things first, we're gonna hit it with the steamer. And you can see that ring of dirt underneath where I had the shoe and it dripped down. That would have been soaked into the toe had I not had a towel here. So it's like, it's kind of wet right now. So I'll flip it and kind of move it to a different spot. Okay. So we have another ring, like as you all can see in this area. This is why we have the towels. And then you can see even then, like it's soaked through in some areas underneath. So that's how you know it's actually, you know, wet in those areas. But the toe is still like fairly cool. So it's gonna take this one, throw this to the side. Got another towel on deck. Fold that up, boom. But now we're actually going to start detailing the bottoms with the drill and my wire tip bristle brushes. The wire tip bristle brushes are more abrasive, and I use them to clean the bottoms even more thoroughly. But I switched, I have the drill with the stiff bristle attachment. Now we're actually gonna drill the bottoms. I think the battery on this drill might be dying, so we'll see. I'm gonna have to swap it out shortly. But now we're gonna move on to our wire tip bristle brush. Yeah, preach. And then we're just gonna hit some of these areas like on the toe, as you all can see, and then on the heel as well, and get rid of that dirt. This is abrasive, but it is precise. It won't affect the rubber at all. It's safe to use. It's just better than using plastic or nylon brushes. That's not really gonna like do its job. These are more abrasive and remove dirt more effectively and efficiently. So I'm spending less time on the bottoms and can complete the shoes faster. I never use the wire brush for any other part of the shoe. I only use it for just the bottoms for real. All right, we're gonna keep moving. You see this brush or this towel. I'm actually going to take a piece of the towel, dip it in. What's going on, bro? And now I'm just gonna see if I can wipe some of this on the bottom because it's like not coming out with the wire. Yeah, it's coming out for sure. Yep, and then I'll actually hit the toe, then I'll show you all how it looks. But let's see another before I actually tackle this. Wait, let me see. Still getting used to the streaming thing, knowing where the camera is at. but that's the before. All right, keep that in mind. Also, if you're enjoying the live, feel free to drop a like on it, subscribe. I have a goal I'm trying to hit of 10,000 subscribers, and I can't get there without you all's help. So anything helps. Liking the live, commenting, subscribing, whatever you feel comfortable with. Anyway, we're gonna dive into actually scrubbing this toe area. You all saw the before. Let's actually get to scrubbing. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Boom. All right, let's do it. I actually will only do half of it so you all can see the difference from using wire brushes. So as you all can see, like this is the side, wait. This is the side that I did so far. And then this is the other side that I haven't done. Big difference just from using different tools. And then all the tools that I'm using in this live will be available in the description down below for you to grab. Now we're just going to continue going. Zoom this back out. Boom. I can definitely see why people don't like cleaning their own shoes. All right. I'll be lying if I told you I wasn't sweating right now. Let me switch brushes. All right, now we're just drying this off. Whew. Yeah, they look good so far. We just got to hit more of that sole. Checking to see if it's wet. Seeping through a little bit. Let me swap this out. Swap both of them actually. Give me 1 second. All right. Oh. Let me read this comment. Woo. You'll get that 10K, bro. I actually just found your IG a couple days ago, so it's pretty cool catching you live cleaning. Much respect, bro. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. I see your username says Vetted Soul Sneaker. see. Sneaker care. It got cut off a little bit. So I mean, if you're also in the industry, which I'm assuming you are based on your username, I actually have a Discord where I have the sneaker cleaners in there, and we all basically network and things of that nature, and we talk about different tips on how to grow our businesses, and we all support each other. So if you're interested in that, I actually have the link to that in the description of this video. So yeah, feel free to check that out as well. But all right, going back to the clean, we gotta tackle the bottoms. I honestly forgot what I was about to do before that. Give me 1 second. Whew. Okay. I also set up a live goal. I just want to see if I'll hit it. If not, I mean, it's cool. I just set a goal to see if we would hit that. But yeah, we're just gonna dive right back into it. So I'm just gonna hit the bottoms. This is probably gonna be the hardest part of the clean in itself, is just cleaning the bottoms. And then once this is done, the rest of the clean should be pretty easy. Yeah, you go ahead on this. So now we're just gonna hit the middle of this Nike. And actually, when I finish the bottoms on these, I can just show you a side-by-side of how like the unclean one looks versus this one. We're just using the wire brushes as of right now. All right, let's try this off. Cool. Let me steam this out as well. Also, I meant to ask this. Let me know in the comments down below or in the chat down below. Do you all like the Off-White 4s, and do you think they'll drop the bread Off-White 4s later this year, potentially? Because they are bringing back those other Off-Whites, the Euros. So it's only a matter of time, I'm thinking. All right, just looking at these. Gotta do some more minor touch work. Steam this out. All right. Now I need to grab a detailed wire bristle brush just to get in some cracks. Here it is right here. That in the solution. All right. All right, now we're pretty much good to go. I'll show you all the finished bottom versus the bottom that hasn't been touched. I might actually go back in later and retouch up some areas, but just to keep the video going along, I'm gonna move on to the uppers. But here's like a side by side. Let me put them next to each other so you can see a little bit better. Oop. Yep, so big difference. Put these back down. But all right, now we're just gonna move into the actual suede cleaning, so I don't need like the towels anymore. I just need some fresh towels actually. Just to wipe the shoe, pat it down. So I got that now. And we're just gonna get into clean. So just like the last pair, we're gonna do the same thing with our method on how we're actually gonna clean these up. Dip the brush in the solution, let it run off. Shake, 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 shake. And then go in and just start scrubbing. So I'll start in this section. And I only clean shoes or suede shoes with the soft brush anyway, just because it's the most delicate. As you all can see on this one, it's a little bit more sudsy, and that's okay. As long as I get these finished and dried in an ample amount of time, because that's what causes water stains, when the water sits on the material and doesn't like dry immediately. It's like another reason why water stains can occur. So what I'm trying to do now is just clean them as fast as I can with as little water as possible. Be fast as I can and most efficient that I can while remaining detailed. And then I'm going to put them in front of the fan and UV light, and that should help with brightening up the materials, as well as getting these dry ASAP so they don't have any water damage. So I'm almost done with that. Have to go behind the flaps. And I want to make sure I hit all the parts evenly, so there's no chance for any water damage there, or not water damage, but staining. Make sure you get behind there as well. Right behind the wings. Back in the solution, shake that off. We gotta clean the actual tongue and netting. I think this will probably be the hardest shoe that I clean on this live, if I'm being honest. All right, everything is good to go. Now I'm just gonna take my towel, start patting everything dry immediately because we don't want any water to sit on these. Might even steam out the netting. Don't want to go too much with that either. Make sure I hit this on the side. Soak that up. Get behind the things. The wing tabs. Pat all of that. And then last but not least, oh my gosh. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. That's my first gifted. That's tough. Or super chat. Or I'm not sure what they're called on YouTube, but I appreciate it. That's tough. Okay, then last thing before we put them in the room, we have to clean behind the tongue, sock liner, etc. This customer actually got the insole clean. So let me see if this insole will want to come out. If not, I'll just do it later because I don't want to rip the insole out because it's like one of those old school ones where it's like the blue foam. Okay, yeah, this one's coming up pretty easily. So yeah, we'll do that on camera, but it's kind of nasty. What do y'all think? Wait, it's kind of nasty, right? But all right, so now to clean the insides, we're just gonna use a soft bristle brush once again. I don't want to risk oversaturating the insides while using the drill attachment. Get that in there, shake that off. Scrub a dub. All right, now we're just going to take that with the towel, make sure that's dry, or at least dried off. Then we're just gotta hit the sock liner and then we'll be good to go. Now the other side. And you want to make sure you shake the water off of this too before you actually get the scrubbing in here because we don't want any excess water. And then we're just going to take the towel. Boom, boom, boom. All right, and then we're gonna go put this to dry in the icebox room. Everything's looking good. I actually might take my sponge because I see like some dirt kind of like within the crack. You can kind of see it, like it looks dark. And take the sponge, dip that in a little bit, and then just kind of go along that. Don't want to go too crazy because this can take off paint, but you have to be going like insanely hard for that to happen. But all right, we're good to go. Got off that extra stuff that I had to. Steam that off. A little final steam off. And then I might hit this as well. Detail wire brush, dip that in solution. Just gonna hit the stitching on the front. I'm actually gonna switch to my nylon detailed tip bristle brush. Dip that in the solution. Shake that off. Try to hit some of this on this mesh. Usually when this mesh gets stained, it's like it's locked in. It's the same material that's on those sale Off-White 5s. So don't be too upset if you have a pair and they don't seem to be coming off. Just because it's just the way they made this shoe, unfortunately. But we're good to go. We're gonna put these in the icebox room. I know I said that like 10 times, but we're gonna do that real quick. And then when I come back, I'm gonna show you all how we clean the insoles. So let me go put these. Whew, I'm back. That was a lot. So I'm gonna show you all how we clean the insoles on these shoes. We're actually going to put that front and center, basically. Let me actually go ahead and like this too. All right. So we have that going. What time is it? It's about 4. Woo! Got 2 hours to clean 2 more shoes. We could do it. All right, so with this, there is some lint on it, so I'm probably gonna lint shave this a little bit first. And the actual liner on the insole is kind of peeling, as you all can see there, so I'm not gonna go like insanely crazy, but usually how I clean these is I use my my drill attachment with a softer brush than the stiff, but it's still coarse enough to get in there and do a good cleaning. So we're gonna use the lint shaver right here. Boom. So we got that taken care of for the most part. We're gonna swap out this. And then we're going to put on I'm going to use a combination of these two. Smaller one, so when I get around this area, I won't cause any more extra ripping. And then we're going to use this one just on this general area to better cover our ground. So we're going to put this on. Dip this in a solution, and we're gonna get to work. Shake that off. Boom. And then we're gonna switch over to the smaller one for this area, and you can already see like the difference. Like, all right, we're gonna put this on. I'm just trying to hold these pieces down on the edges that they're coming up on. Good, 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 good. And then it's looking pretty good. All right, so now we're just gonna wipe this down, and then I'm gonna steam off the area as well. All right. All this lint, nasty. All right. We're actually looking pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go rinse this out in the bathroom. And then I'm going to put this underneath the UV light as well to further kill any bacteria that's in this. And it'll hopefully brighten up this white and make it look a lot more cleaner. So give me about 2 seconds, or really realistically like a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back again. Thank you all for watching. We're going to continue on with the next shoe, which happens to be my most popular shoe that I'm cleaning right now at my shop. Any guesses before we start? I'm sure you all already have a guess in your head. If not, put in the comments or what have you. We give you 3 seconds to guess. 3, 2, 1. Boom. We got the Timberlands, of course. Of course. Of course. We have Timberlands, man. So the Timberlands, we've had, I want to say at least 10 pairs of these. Like, at least 10 pairs of these in the past, like, few weeks. Or really week. But this shoe is not the hardest shoe to do. But it is a shoe that is still kind of tedious. You got to follow the same rules for the most part as what we've been basically demonstrating. When you're cleaning suede, it's usually just the same rules. It's just really technical. That's all. Technical and tedious. But let's dive into this. So let me put my cleaning solution back here. Let me reorganize my my station slightly. All right, this is how we're looking. So this is the pair that we're doing. Pair of Timbs. I've had people tell me that they just keep throwing Timbs away. Like, if they look like this, they're throwing them away and getting a new pair. Like, I just don't get that. $200 to get another pair when it's like, these aren't even like that bad, especially if we can clean them up. Let me get a thumbnail real quick. Boom. But all right, this is the bottoms too. But we're gonna dive right in. Put the shoe trees in. I'm sure everybody has a pair of Timbs too. All right. Put the shoe tree in there. Good to go. Now we're gonna take the laces out. All right. These to the side. All right. Wait. Better. Okay. Same thing, same rules. We got to brush it out first with a dry, medium bristle brush to get any dirt, dust, and debris off the shoes. What's the toughest shoe you've ever cleaned? I really don't know, if I'm being honest. It's not even like tough as in material tough, because I can clean just about any shoe. It's more so like what the person got on the shoes, what made it tough to clean. So with that in mind, I'd probably say it was a pair of foam posits. No, I'll take that back. It was a pair of what were they? Dior runners? They Dior's? Or no, Balenciaga runners, the throw up ones. Yeah, somebody threw up in like a customer threw up in his girl's shoes, and it was a Balenciaga runner, and those don't have it's a sock runner, so it's like they don't have laces. It's just a sock, so I can't really like clean it like how I can a shoe, where I can just peel this back, get in there. I had to let water run in it, shake it up, pour, try to clean. I used this brush, put it in there, tried to scrub, all that, and it's just like, yeah, that was probably one of the worst ones, just because it stunk. It took a while to try to get all the chunks out. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough, but I mean, we did it though, but it was rough. Oh yeah, those are stuff too. Yeah. I probably will watch those too. Yeah. But yeah, that was kind of like the worst shoe I had to clean, if I'm being honest, and that was like a few months back. But yeah. But let's continue with this. Now that I brushed it out with the medium bristle brush that's dry, now we're gonna have to erase the suede to try to get it even better. I'm actually gonna move these again, just so you all can get more of the shoe on camera. All right, there we go. This is always important to do because you get a better clean overall if you dry clean suede first. So if you're ever trying to clean your own suede shoes, make sure you dry clean it first, like how I'm doing. Now we gotta clean the back. Like I said, these really aren't too bad. These are fairly decent. But yeah, now we're good. Now we're gonna take the dry medium bristle brush once again, brush everything out. All right, now we're going to, I'm gonna see if this will come out. Probably won't. Might have to just straight up clean this. Yeah. It might just be dirt, like trapped in it. And then if you all have any questions too, feel free to drop them in chat. I'll answer them if they're about sneaker restoration or whatever you want to ask. Now that these have been fully erased and dry cleaned, basically now we just go into the regular clean. So let me shake that off and bring back one of my cleaning things. Sit that here, and I'm just gonna start with the bottoms like we've been doing throughout the whole live. You'll see that's a common theme. There's really no rocks or debris in the bottoms, so there's no need to, I guess, use a cuticle pusher in this sense. Using my wire bristle brush on the sides of the bottom. And then just once again, if there's any new viewers, I do have a goal that I'm trying to hit. It's 10,000 subscribers. So if you all would like to help me out with that goal and you all are enjoying the live and or my content in general, feel free to subscribe or drop a like on the live so more people can find it. Whatever you're willing to do is greatly appreciated. And it's okay that I'm getting the uppers wet on this because there's really not much to clean on the bottoms of Tim's. So like I'm about to get the uppers wet anyway. So I'm not really too worried. Of course, I'll still wipe it down so it's not like overly, but it's about to get wet shortly. So we're looking good. Yeah. Now we're just gonna tackle the bottoms. And what we're going to use is our stiff bristle brush. Take that off. Put that back on. Dip that in the solution. Now we're going to hit the bottoms. Getting rough. I'm actually going to switch to my stiff bristle brush just to get in between those grooves. Separating from there. I would say don't even worry about it, bro. Use like one of these on there, in between there, just to clean it up. Yeah, you can still wash it because it's like sewed on. The miso sewed on all those. All right, so we cleaned the bottoms. Now we're just gonna steam everything off. I just don't want to spray too much of the studs everywhere. All right, wipe all that. All right, now we're just gonna move straight into cleaning the uppers. Move all these towels to the side. Boom. And like all the other shoes, we're gonna clean it as fast and as efficient as possible. Soft bristle brush only. Dip that in there, let it run off a little bit. This suede is a little bit more forgiving for people trying to clean theirs than the other ones that we did. But yeah, so you still want to do the same principles basically. All right, and then we're just gonna pat these dry. Let's see about hitting this real quick. All right. And then we're just gonna put these in the icebox room as well to dry off some of these other suds off. Then we're good to go to move on to the next shoe. Be back in 1 second. All right, we are back. Next pair of shoes that we have to clean, last on the list of our 4 pairs, is a pair of Uggs. Another popular shoe that we've been getting in the shop this winter season. So this is a special edition kind of Ugg. You don't see these every day. I'll say that you definitely don't see these every day. So we're gonna give these a clean. It's my first time cleaning this type of Ugg, but Ugg nonetheless should be fairly simple. Let me actually get rid of this water. Let me swap out my towels as well. All right. All right, let me lay down a straight up towel on this. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. All right, now we're just gonna start by putting the shoe tree in like usual. We're cleaning these Uggs. So a lot of people ask me when I clean Uggs is, do we ever clean like the inside? The answer is no. We leave that alone because this is just fur. Like if I were to put water all up in this, there's literally no way this is gonna dry like efficiently, and then you will get like mildewy like smells and whatnot from the shoe. So we typically leave that alone because that part of the shoe is rarely dirty anyway. It's just the fur is matted down or what have you. But we do tackle the uppers, the outsole, all that good stuff. So to start things out, just gonna brush everything like we've been doing this entire live. We always start with a dry brush and a dry clean. So we have a dry, medium bristle brush. And we're just gonna start brushing everything out in one direction, in one direction. And then after we finish these, we can go check on those reverse flu games. And I'll show you all how we do our finishing touches on a lot of these shoes. All right, so we're brushing everything out. Still want to make sure the shoe's in frame for you all. All right, we're good to go. Now we're just gonna erase everything. All right, everything's erased. Now we just have to brush everything out same direction once again. And if you haven't liked the live already, do me a favor, like the live. I would greatly appreciate it. Whew. Brushing everything out. Boom. Now we're good to go to start cleaning. So if you're wondering what we're about to do, it's the same as what we did before. We're going to tackle the bottoms first. So let me do that. Yeah. Let me bring this back over here. I don't have to worry about water too much because it has a raised mud guard. So it protects like the suede from like water coming up. So I can really just be how I usually am. All right, let's do this. I have my stiff bristle brush attachment onto my drill. Dip this in here. Wipe this all down. It looks a lot cleaner already. I'm actually happy about that. We steam this. This bottom is not the most beginner friendly just because there's a lot of different grooves at different heights, but it's definitely manageable. We're gonna use our stiff bristle brush, dip that in there. Try to get those grooves that we missed. Appreciate the hearts. Appreciate the hearts. Is the Diego, is the live stream still going on the TV in the front? It is. That's tough. That's tough. No, I definitely think it's gonna be tough when I figure out how to do the switching.
Right now, this is
In there? I'm on the fence only because, we. Well, yeah, that and just like, I guess the shoes too, but also like the viewers.
okay. Yeah.
Might get some ideas. All right, so we're still scrubbing these down. The stiff bristle brush. I want to test the uppers. All right. Appreciate the hearts. Appreciate the hearts. The hearts. All right, now I just have to get another towel to wipe all this off. I'm definitely gonna have to hit all this again with a most likely a wire brush just to get it even deeper because there's still some marks on the on like this portion of the shoe, as you all can see, like some of the stuff on the sides. Nothing we can't get rid of unless it's like in there. But right now I'm using a wire tip bristle brush, which is okay to use on this material. It's not gonna harm it at all. All right, wipe that down. I'm actually making good time because I wanted to stream for about 2 hours or so, so I'm actually making great timing. Hardest part on this shoe is probably just the bottoms, honestly. All right, so we're good to go. I might have to go back in later with acetone potentially to get some of these marks off because they're a bit more stubborn. But they might honestly be in the sole too because it's like a foam sole. So it's like sometimes once those are a little cooked, you can't get everything out of those. So we'll move on to the uppers now. Whew. I am hot. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, let's lock back in. Had a little water break. So now we have to tackle the uppers. Let me see. Yeah, it's straight. We're gonna use a soft brush like we've been doing. We're gonna dip this in, let it run off, shake it off. Now we're going to boom, start scrubbing. Now this shoe you definitely don't want to oversaturate. This is one of those ones where you got to take your time kind of and mind your water use on this specific pair. Well, Uggs in general, I'll say. turn it. And the last section will hit this side. All right. Now we just pat everything with a dry towel. Move this out the way, so you all can kind of see as well. Pat it all. And then we're gonna go put these to dry. And I'm actually gonna clean up my station a little bit, so then that way you all can see how we basically finish out the reverse flu games and whatnot. And I'll start bringing some of those other shoes back in because they should be dry now after all this time. All right, let's do it. All right, bear with me while I clean my station. I have the shoes right here. So these y'all can do either, girl. Yeah. What number are those? Those have a tag? Oh yeah, I think it fell out. It fell out right behind. Is that it? 1626. For the 1626. Okay. I still might have you tackle those instead of trying to get those out fast. The Uggs can wait for now. All right, bear with me, you all. I'm just cleaning my station. All right. So we're now bringing the reverse shoe games back into the picture. Boom. Put a shoe tree back in these as well. They're completely dry. Check it out. Check it out. There obviously is still a few like markings here and there, but overall they look a lot better. And the only thing left for us to do to these is to renap the suede and basically mink them up. So back this up slightly. All right, so basically what we're gonna do to renap the suede is we're actually gonna use the medium bristle brush once again, dry medium, and then just hit it. And we're renapping the suede like this because once you clean suede, it usually is matted down, and this is how you get to stand back up. Now let me get the mink oil and a couple other things. Which case did y'all put in the dryer?
You wash it?
Oh, or not the dryer, I mean the washer. Goodness. All right. So I have the mink oil and supplies for that. I actually have to put the laces to the side. Bear with me, y'all. I apologize for the delay. Just have to put some stuff underwater really quick. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so now that I have the mink oil and all that, let me actually take these gloves off. I don't need them anymore. Best rule of thumb when you're using mink, just spray it. Just spray it outside if you can. I'm indoors, but I have air purifiers in the shop, so that'll help. What mink oil typically does for suede shoes like this, or just suede shoes in general, is it basically revitalizes and adds volume back into the color. So right now you can see this red is a little bit, it looks almost washed and lighter than how it was. And that's the case when you clean, suede shoes. They're gonna be, slightly lighter, and then you re-nap it, you're getting that other side to it. But the suede is back to life. Let me give it one more brush so y'all can see. It's moving to the touch again, and I'm actually gonna give you all a close-up. So taking a look. Oop, 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 oop. All right. So I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Oh, wait, you can. You can kind of see how it's kind of, you can see like the butter. But basically what this mink oil does, I use Angelus's brand. It's cool. It basically adds volume back into it and conditions the suede. So I'm going to spray this down. Cool. And it's all right if it gets on the leather and all that. That honestly conditions the leather. Conditions the leather and all that too. So now we're going to take our horsehair bristle brush, and we're actually going to massage all of that in. Like I said before, some of these dark spots would not come out, unfortunately, but I think that's because the customer might have been wearing black jeans and the dye affected the lighter color red. So yeah, I mean, they look better, but there's some things we can't fix. We don't promise brand new, we promise the best we can do. Rubbing all that in, now you can see, like, let me brush it back this way. If I go down with it, you can see the butter. You see the butter marks. Yes, sir. But the suede is nice and reconditioned. There's actually like a loose thread here. I'm about to burn that off. Lighter. It's already burnt down. Yeah, and we're good to go. Yeah, now we just have to relace the shoes, and they'll be good as new. And then I can show you all the side by side. These, like I said in the very beginning, these weren't like insanely bad. So you may or may not see a huge difference, but at least on camera. But in person, they look a lot better. Give me one moment. I'm gonna grab the laces. All right, so I have the laces now. We're gonna lace them up. And then I'm gonna get my thumbnail picture. If I had to choose, I'm taking the regular flu games over these, of course. But yeah. And then we always factory lace the shoes. Took that. Let me actually stuff these with the tissue paper to give it an even better look. And then we'll be done with that pair. All right, as you all can see, these are done. I'll show you all. This is the finished product. They look great, in my opinion. Let me know what you all think. Trying to balance this the right way. Okay, there we go. And then we got the bottoms. Yes, sir. Thumbnail picture. Oh yeah, let me bring it a little closer. Yeah, that's a thumbnail right there. Yes, sir. All right, now we're gonna move on to the what was the second pair we did? The off-whites, those still might be drying. So I'm probably just gonna grab the Timberlands because those dry fairly fast. So I can grab those. So give me 1 second. I'll grab those and bring those back. Also, here's the side-by-side. I almost forgot. The clean pair versus the dirty pair. You can see a lot more of those markings on there, just like overall dirtiness versus this one's just like it's clean now. Looks good. See all that butter? Yeah. All right, we're back. You have the other pair now, it's a pair of Timbs, and this is how we basically get these ready. We put a piece of tissue paper in them. Some of that ASMR. Stuff the shoe. All right, now what we have to do, same process. I'm actually just gonna get some of this red off of this brush and just kind of get it off so it doesn't have any cross contamination. All right, we're good to go. Now we're just gonna take the medium bristle brush and re-nap everything like how we did for the other shoe. You can already see it kind of like buttering up. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah. already see. Wait, let me see. You can already see the butter. All right. Now that everything is, give me 1 second. One second. Sorry about that. All right, now that everything is re-napped, it's time to put that mink on it. So, take the mink oil, pop that off. And take the horsehair bristle brush and massage that in. And this is how you get that oh so buttery. Let me zoom in on this. This is how you get that oh so buttery. Hold on, let me find the angle. Let me find the angle. Yes, right there. Yes. Oh wait, let me brush it this direction. Right. Ah, I'm trying to find the angle for you all so y'all can see. It's like ultra butter. Here we go. Oh, that butter. Oh, that's so buttery. Now it's time to lace them up. All right, just about through with these. Factory lace. And then we tuck this behind. And now we have a complete pair, or a complete shoe. I gotta go back to the other shoe, but we have a complete shoe for the Timberlands. As you all can see, they're like super buttery. Once again, show you all. Let's try to, there we go. In the back. But yeah, these came out really good. Let me know what you all think as well, of course. But there we go. I'm just trying to line it up. There we go. Now we're gonna get the off-whites. But also, let me show you side by side too. Almost forgot. This is the pair I haven't touched yet. This is the pair that I have. So done and done. This pair is like super buttery and smooth. This pair is kind of dirty looking. Still needs work. But they're not like that bad. But these are perfect now. Let's grab these off whites. All right, we're back. We are back. So here's the insole. It still has to dry. I'm just showing you all what it looks like. Looks really clean now. I'm gonna put this back, but this is the actual shoe. All right, so we have the shoe. I'm just gonna put a shoe tree in it. Actually, no, I'm gonna put some paper in it. Everything is completely dry. Everything is completely dry on this pair. I don't know if you all can see, but like some of the fibers are like really wild on this pair. Like you might be able to see it like if I put it like this. You can kind of see how some of the fibers like here are like sticking out. So I'm gonna have to trim those with the scissors. Just to make everything uniform. And there are also some parts on this shoe that I might have to hit with acetone. Chopping off some of those loose threads. All right, let me grab the acetone really quick. And what this is going to do is it's going to actually remove like some of these marks on like the wing. So I have it on this little pad. Making sure not to hit any of the suede. We're good to go on that. And this stuff. So let's see. One second, y'all. 1 second. One more second, y'all. Sorry about the wait. Okay. Just gotta do some minor trimming. All right. We're good to go. Now we just have to re-nap the suede using the dry medium bristle brush once again. Common theme. Might even erase just a little bit. I think this area of the shoe, the customer might have spilled like oil or something. So it's like, it's just locked in. Like I said, this is a very delicate, like suede shoe. Even more delicate than the Uggs and all the other ones I clean. So this is what I meant when I said it's kind of unforgiving on the wearer and the cleaner. In this case, I mean, I did what I was supposed to do on these. It's just that the person who wore these, and like with any shoe, I mean, they're meant to be worn, so it's a good thing, but it's just unfortunate that they're made so fragile. Renapping everything. Oh, let me back this up too, so y'all can get a better look. And then I'm probably going to go very light with the mink oil on this one, just because it is a lighter color. And I don't want to contribute to, further contribute to like any oil stains or anything like that. Just want to do a light coat so it still has some conditioning and isn't like dry. Yes, sir. What's going on, Quay? All right. Just about done with that. We're going to apply the mink very lightly on this pair. All right, now we're going to massage that in. And then if any of you all are still here from the very beginning, now you're going to see what these fours look like completely cleaned up versus how they looked before. All I have to do now is lace them up, and then I'll show you the side by side. Let me cut off. I had created some more some loose ends when I was rubbing all that in, so let me snip those. And then I think we're good. Yep. All we have to do now is relace and we'll be good. All right. Let me go get the doing the same thing you're doing. Yup. Hey, man. So I have laces. Now we're just gonna lace them up. Bro, I hate how they make these laces too. It's like they make them so fragile. The letters are coming off. Trying my best to keep them on. And it doesn't help that this person wore these shoes, which is it's not a bad thing, but he made the lettering weaker because he's obviously wearing them. Golly, bro. I think by the time I lace these up, it won't be no more letters. Oh my God. They're all like falling like sick. And y'all can see, y'all can vouch for me. I'm not even doing anything extra. I'm being careful. Y'all seen me do these through the whole process. So, I don't know, man. All right, we're good to go. Golly, only a couple letters left. right, let's tuck this behind the tongue. And we are officially done with this pair of off-white Jordan 4s. Basically, I'm going to show you. Well, this is the finished product. Oh, let me see. There's a little dot on this. Let me see. Okay. All right, there we go. Here's the final product. This pair is a bit more worn, but they look way better than, how they were when they were brought in. That's for certain. Back that up so you all can see. Boom. Like this. Yeah. See the bottoms. Now let me show you all the side by side. It's going to be a clear difference. I can't lie. So this is the shoe that I have not done yet. Looks more rough. You can see like there's a lot of markings, creasing, etc. on that. Yeah. On the bottoms, of course. And you can just tell bottoms alone, like, oops. Oh, there you go. So it just looks way brighter in general. Yeah. Now we move on to the very last shoe that we did, which was the Uggs. Let me go grab those. And the Uggs are very straightforward too. They're just like the Timberlands, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna take this out. I'm actually gonna hit these with 2 pieces of paper. So take this out. Stuff this. And then I'm actually gonna make a thing to put in for this part of the shoe too, so it can stand up. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take the medium bristle brush, like always, to re-nap this. And once I re-nap this, you'll see it's definitely a lot lighter, because now the suede is like free from being clumped up. Yeah, some of this suede fur is. Well, I got a call. BTB Kicks. This is Blake speaking. Okay. Hey, y'all do me a favor real quick. Customer's about to walk in. He's picking those up. I just need y'all to finish shrink wrapping them, and then his girl's about to come in and grab them. So we're just continuing to re-nap these. Now that they are re-napped, it's time to add that mink. Time to add that mink oil to it. and then we'll be good to go. Oop. Put it right here so y'all can see. It's probably her. Now we're using and then now we're gonna finish it out by rubbing it all in. We're gonna finish it all in. We're gonna finish it all up by rubbing it in with a mink hair brush. I mean, goodness, not mink hair, horse hair bristle brush. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Okay. So now that it's all rubbed in, these are pretty much good to go. Let me show you all. Let me get some of this extra dust off. Show you all the freaking butter really quick, if I can, if I may. You all can kind of see it. I don't know if you all can see that on camera or not. Hopefully you all can, but it's buttery. Trust is buttery. Anyway, thumbnail picture for when I go back in. Bow. But yeah, as you all can see, the shoes came out very well. And they're good to go. And then I'll just show you all the, let me bring that up, the after. B Money, what's going on, B Money? I'll show you all the side by side. These weren't that bad, if I'm being honest. It was really just the sole. So like this is the clean, dirty. Like the uppers aren't like too bad. This is the dirty. See the bottoms on that. Show you the bottoms on these. Yep. So that's the final outcome. Oh, side by side, you kind of see which one has more. Looks like newer, I guess. See if I can. Hopefully y'all can see that on camera. Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much a wrap on this live. I really do hope y'all enjoyed, and I really hope y'all learned something. Like I said before, my goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers. So if y'all could like, comment, and subscribe, or really subscribe, that would help out a tremendous amount. And I'm looking forward to doing more lives. Yeah, I'll see you all soon. Thanks for tuning in. BTB out, and I will see you all in another video or another live.